Hi everyone, welcome to my fairly brand new YouTube channel. Do you know why most beginners actually struggle getting their first $100 in royalties? I know a lot of people go through this, and maybe you're one of them. So maybe you are just starting, you have an idea for a book, or you already started creating your first book, whether it's a medium content book or a high content book. You see all these people saying how easy it is to create a book, whether it's with like AI tools or platforms or outsourcing, or maybe you see these people creating books and you feel intimidated that maybe they're just more experienced or they have something to actually write about. I know there are a lot of books, and personally in my own niche, that are doing really well. And I know for sure that they are not professional at all, yet they are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. My mindset is always, if they can do it, so can I. And if you at least have an interest or a passion, then you can do this too. If you have even a little bit of experience, all the better. At least have a passion and an eager desire to want to learn more or grow more in that particular niche or topic, because this will force you to really study it more, do more research, and want to learn more about it. What if you are interested in, say, growing your own vegetables? If this is your passion and your interest, there is so much information out there to help educate you. And when you enter this with a mindset that you want to learn and teach others along the way, you will also be aware of the pitfalls or the challenges that people face, because you're going to be facing them too, or you would have already faced them. You will be better at solving the problems. Other people may want to learn about this topic, but maybe they don't want to put the effort. They don't want to put the effort to do the research. They want someone to give them all the information. Number one, the first thing you need to do is get over the feeling that you need to be a guru. The next thing, and I know I have mentioned this before, is engaging on the platform where these people are hanging out. This is really the best place to really understand the problems that they were facing. And also, it helps give you ideas and helps you learn too. Don't underestimate this step. Use social media to your advantage. Don't use it to waste your time. Use social media to help you come up with a topic for your book, or even a sub niche. Not the niche, but a more narrow topic, like the problem that needs to be solved, or the new unique angle that you can use for your book that is already in a niche that has a large audience. Now, how do you create your book? We are so fortunate to now be able to use AI to help in book creation. If you have the money, of course, it would be better to hire a ghostwriter, because even with using AI, it does require some work, but not as much as before. A blank page or a blank screen will usually discourage anyone. So if you don't have a framework, you're just going to end up walking away. But if you have a framework for your book, it makes you feel like you're halfway done. Because really that's the hard part. And that once that hard part is over, you feel like you've accomplished a big chunk of it. And this is where you can use ChatGPT or Perplexity.ai to help create an outline for your book. Now, here's an example.
I typed in puppy training as an example. So we see some books that are doing really well. This one's sponsored, Puppy Training in 7 Easy Steps. They are ranking in the thousands. This is doing very well. It's a bit more expensive. So they're making about $100 a day, ranking 5,000. And this guy actually started watching after we got our puppy. And he has a huge YouTube channel and huge following, which probably contributes to his sales here. Dog training for kids. If you were to write a book about dog training, of course, you would have already done your research and you know what your book is going to be about. I would go into one of these books, because these would be your competitors, and you can go to read sample, look at inside pages, look at the contents. And chapter 1, meet the puppies. Chapter 2, perfect match. Chapter 3, mother knows best. Chapter 4, puppy comes home. Chapter 5, your healthy puppy. Connecting, communicating, and conditioning. The social puppy. Problem-free puppies. Smells like teen spirit. So these are ideas. You're not going to copy these chapter ideas, but they could give you an idea or a structure. Let's go to another one. Let's go to this one that's selling so well and read the sample. And training fundamentals, puppy supplies checklist, puppy proof your home, bring your puppy home, crate training, potty training, preventing food. This sounds a little bit easier to follow, which is probably why it's doing so well. So this can give you an idea of how you want to structure your book. So you could go to ChatGPT. Well, this part says part one, training fundamentals and puppy prep. Let's say you want to have 10 chapters. I would say create something that's between 7 to 10 chapters. So you can ask ChatGPT and say, I am writing a book about puppy training. I need 10 chapter ideas on how to train a puppy for beginners. And it comes up with these 10 chapter ideas: understanding your puppy, basics of puppy behavior, creating a puppy friendly environment, basic training foundations. I would put that probably in the beginning. Positive reinforcement techniques. These are actually really good. Of course, you would have a little bit of understanding or expertise in this. So you would know which ones are good or which ones you could tweak. And then that would be your structure. So these would be your chapters. You can then copy these, put them in a document, and then go back and, for example, you say you want to elaborate on this: understanding your puppy, basics of puppy behavior, fundamental stages, and breed specific considerations. I feel like this is actually sections that can be elaborated on more. So let's just start with this one: understanding your puppy, basics of puppy behavior. So you can say expand on the first chapter of understanding your puppy. Welcoming a puppy home into your home is an exciting time, but it's also a period of intense learning. Okay, your puppy's developmental stages. This puts it in point form, so which is great. You could kind of expand on each of these. But basically, this is how I'm not going to do this book, but this is basically how you would do it. Just really, really helps you a lot. You can move things around. You can reword it yourself. Just copy paste this, and then you could put it in your own words or copy it, paste it here, and tell ChatGPT to reword it in a different tone. Yes, it does take a little bit of time, but it is definitely a time saver. It helps you overcome any writer's blocks or mental blocks, and it really helps you organize your thoughts and your chapters. And this would be your framework for the book.
So after you have created the outline, you can either still go and find a ghostwriter to write it for you, and it will be a lot cheaper since you already did a big chunk of the work to your liking and you have the main concept that you actually want to have in your book. Or you can go ahead and finish it yourself. You can take each section and expand on it. So you ask ChatGPT to expand it into paragraphs. And the more ideas and input that you can actually put from your own research, the better. Because in my experience, I do not like to let ChatGPT come up with everything on its own. I like to give it my own direction, my own chapter ideas, and then let it expand on it. This will save you a lot of time and a lot of time thinking and trying to come up with the paragraphs, with the words. So, number 3, use the tool we have to our advantage, like ChatGPT, to make the writing easier and faster. Just don't totally rely on it, and you actually do have to go over it, and you may need to rewrite some sentences to fit your personality, even though ChatGPT can be trained to write with your specific tone of voice. So you can keep that in mind. So let me know below, what is the most challenging part of creating your book? Is it the writing or the book creation process, or getting the actual idea, or is it even just finding the perfect or a profitable niche to get into in the first place? Or are you worried about the competition? Anything, just let me know below. And that will give me an idea of what problems to tackle. And I will see you in the next video.